I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's do it to it, right? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of Rice on the Mics, where we break down the biggest sports stories with a New York twist. I am your host, Ian Rice. Today we got a packed show. We've got NFL free agency buzz, NFL playoff push, NBA playoff push, excuse me, and who's jockeying for position where, spring training drama with the Mets and the Yankees, and some way too early MLB predictions. Let's get into it. All right, let's kick right off with the team that's closest to their playoff race here. NBA. Who's jockeying for position? Who's going to be where? I mean, we could start with the Knicks, I guess. They got the fourth best record in the NBA, but what does that even mean? I mean, the teams ahead of them are the Celtics and the Cavs and the Thunder, and they're combined 0-7 against them in the regular season. Now, Mitch coming back, yeah, I'm sure that helps, but man, Bridges has been terrible, and it's not fair to get on him super a lot, but we did give up a lot to get after him. So he needs to step up and be the defender that he was supposed to be. And until that happens, I mean, there's only so many guys that can be dogs on his team. No Cat hurts right now. Josh Hart is obviously hurt. His team's got a big uphill climb when it comes to the playoffs, man. And if there's a first-round exit for whatever reason, some Detroit team or they run into some young kid team, it's not going to be good, man. There's going to be some heads to roll. Now, we love Tibbs in here. He gets the guys going, and I think this team would have a big problem with Tibbs going. But first-round exit, the question needs to be asked. It really does. I'll tell you who's definitely not on the hot seat, though. J.J. Redick and the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, what a turnaround. I understand, getting Luka for free is a big help, which is pretty much what they got him for. Moving AD, fine. But Luka and LeBron, I mean, you might as well just add to 10 more years to LeBron's career. He really could. He could play at least another 5 at power forward with Luka just kind of doing what he needs to do and being almost like a spot-up shooter this late in his career, which would be insane to think of. LeBron playing until he's 45. I mean, it's obviously not going to happen, but shit, if it does happen, I mean, him and Luka look like they've been playing together for 25 years. And Luka's not even 25 years old. I mean, what are we talking about here? Jeez. And it's a real tough time to be a Dallas fan if that's the case. You lose Luka. You lose your owner, first of all, who really was the heart and soul of this team. He was the real blood-driving force of this team. I mean, by the way, does anybody know what Mark Cuban sold the Mavericks for, his majority share? $2.8 billion. Yes, $2.8 billion. He bought the team at $265 million. He sold for $3.1 billion with a B dollars. Do you understand? Nice to have money, huh? But yeah, tough to be a Dallas fan right now. You lose Mark Cuban years ago. Now you lose Luka. AD looks good when you start. Hurts his groin. Kyrie, who's a local Jersey boy, stunner with the ball, ultimate skills. You lose him, torn ACL. And I don't know if it's the same knee. I don't think it is. Might be wrong on that. Either way, second one, not great. Oh, and then AD shut down for the rest of the year, and they're raising ticket prices next year. So tell me what you have to root for to be a Dallas fan. Almost sounds like the Jets fans around here. Not great. Which leads me right into my next point, too. Lakers don't look now number 2 in the West. And not one team, besides the Thunder, is separated in the West. I'm looking at the standings right now. You got Thunder at the 1. They're 10.5 up. So, I mean, no one's catching them. They're 1 seed throughout. It is what it is. Lakers, 10.5 back. Nuggets, 11 back. Grizzlies, 12 back. Rockets, young gun team, 13 back. Warriors, don't look now. Jimmy Butler, Draymond, and Steph, 35 years old, looking to take your souls, looking to play here. And Jimmy's looking for that contract. Timberwolves, nothing to sneeze at. I mean, Julius Randle coming from the Knicks, we'll see. I'm sure everybody in Minnesota doesn't like watching him dribble the ball relentlessly. Kings at the 8 seed, Sabonis, Fox. We'll see. Clippers, Kawhi, will he play, will he not? Mavs at the 10. That's how close they were. Mavs at the 10. Suns at 11 is embarrassing. KD, Booker, God, I mean, what a fall from grace. Where's KD going to go? He's not going to be there. And the Suns just paid Booker all that money. He's going to want out. Where's Giannis going to go, too? Speaking of standings, pretty sure the Bucks are 4th, 5th in the East. Giannis ain't happy. I know that for sure. Spurs, you hate to see it at 13 with Wemby out. You know, you hope for the better with him. But this West, man, this West is going to be real fun. God forbid, you know, the Lakers, you know, they pushed her all the way up. But if they hung around the middle for a little bit, they were like a 6, 7 seed playing, I don't know, the Nuggets. Man, that's a tough matchup. And the Lakers would want blood in that matchup. Thunders look good, man. Thunder looks real good, but they're young. So we'll see. Same with the Rockets. I love the Rockets. The Rockets are a good dark horse. They're young. They play fast, but they got to figure out a couple little things over there. Which is why with the Knicks, I mean, 4th best record in the NBA, but Celtics are the returning champion, and got to give Cleveland their flowers. Cleveland has looked good. Coach has had them playing great after he got, you know, disrespected. They are a good team. They are not the Cleveland Cavaliers of old where you can just walk all over them. Which begs the question with these Knicks. What are the real expectations of them in the playoffs this season? With Big Cat, with Brunson, with Josh Hart, Mr. Triple-Double, who we like to see back as long as he's not hurt, with Bridges and OG. I mean, this is, you want to talk about core 4 with the Yankees? This is the core 5, man. We don't have a bench. Deuce, hopefully, when he gets healthy. Little Precious. I mean, this is it, boys. This is the squad. Are you going to be able to get through, I don't know, Tatum in second round, Karis LeVert, Donovan Mitchell second round? You don't think Donovan Mitchell wants to stick it to his hometown Knicks? Kid grew up in New York. Kid grew up a Met fan. His father played for the Mets. I mean, you don't think he's just going to let the Knicks roll over him? No. I don't think so. So a lot of questions here. Oh, and also, are the Nets tanking or not? What are we doing? They're winning games. Their over-under at the beginning of the year for win totals was 14.5. That was so low. The books got that so wrong. But they still suck. So are you guys tanking? Do you want Cooper Flagg in New York? Because Cooper Flagg, do not get it twisted, is the number 1 college draft pick this year. He is a monster coming out of Duke. He's averaging about 27 points a game. He's big. He's tall. He commands the room. He knows how to be a leader. Even if he's only been there for 1 year, he's a young kid, but this kid fucking knows how to play ball, man. And any team should be so lucky. So how about we get another star in New York? I know they're Brooklyn. You know, I'm from Jersey. They're the Jersey Nets, the New Jersey Nets, but they're Brooklyn now. They're not even considered anything as far as I'm concerned. Go Knicks. But would be pretty cool to see Cooper Flagg in Jersey and New York here, and roam in the tri-state area. All right, I think that's enough NBA for now. We'll let the cards fall where they may. We'll see how everything turns out. We still got some time to the playoffs. What is coming up in a little bit is the NFL draft. And fortunately, unfortunately, both New York teams are shit again. What else is new? Giants are picking 3. Jets are picking 7. Neither one of the teams have a quarterback, which everybody knows in the NFL. If you don't have a quarterback, you're beat. And in the words of Bill Parcells, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback. And both teams are currently jockeying for a quarterback in this draft. Giants obviously doing a little bit better at 3. The Daniel Jones experiment is now over. Poor shame for Daniel, too, because, you know, the kid showed good promise. But, hey, man, if you can't stay healthy, you can't play. Tell that to Saquon, by the way. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Giants, I don't think they should personally move up to 1. They're going to have to give up a king's ransom to move up to the Titans at 1, and the Titans are just as fucked. I mean, do you want to go with Will Hellman's Mayo, Will Hellman's Mayo Levis? Guy puts fucking mayo in his coffee. You want that to be your franchise quarterback? I don't know. But they got a shit ton of holes to fill, too. How about that A.J. Brown trade? How's that look? Not great. But yeah, the Giants are going to have to give up. They're going to have to swap 1s, and you don't want to give up 2 because second round, pick number 34 overall, I guess. I mean, that might as well be a fucking first round pick. So you don't want to give that up, but are you going to let Dayball and Shane give up the first next year when realistically, based upon their schedule, they're probably going to be another top 10 drafting team, and Mara is going to get rid of both of them, and now they don't have a first for the next organization coming in, and it's not their quarterback that they drafted if they moved up to trade it for a quarterback, and it's going to be Daniel Jones all over of new head coach after first year quarterback, and it's going to be a new GM who doesn't like any of these players. I mean, the list goes on and on. But that's the Giants. I'm a Jets fan. That's the Jets fan talking to me. You know, a lot of Giant fans say, oh, I root for the Jets. You know, I got no problem with the Jets. Yeah, that's because you won 2 Super Bowls, okay? I haven't been MAGA forever. I can't stand the Giants. I will never root for the Giants. Just like as a Met fan, I will never root for the Yankees. And I think that's going to turn now, too. A lot of Yankee fans used to say the same thing of, oh, I root for the Mets. I don't care. I hope they're good. Yeah, well, now that I got Soto, yeah, I don't think you're going to be rooting for the Mets no more. Anyway, I digress. Giants at 3. I don't know, man. They got a lot of holes. I think they hold pat. Worst case scenario if both quarterbacks go 1 and 2, which I don't think they will. I think Daddy Dion is going to step in and tell Cleveland that my son is not playing for your disasters of an organization. He doesn't want to be another name added to that Browns jersey with the 50 quarterbacks duct taped to the back of it. So I think the Giants hold pat. If they want Sanders, they can take him. There's always been a controversy of Giants having black quarterbacks, but I think that's more of just a story perpetuated than actual things, I guess. But who am I to say? And, you know, if I'm the Jets, I like Dart, man. Let's see. I mean, first of all, he's got a great last name. Guy named Dart in New York, and he's a good quarterback. Dart throws a dart to Wilson. Yeah, sign me up for 15 years of that. That sounds great. But I think the Giants and the Jets should both hold pat in all seriousness. Raiders in front of the Jets is it's a little spooky, but they got a lot of holes to fill too. I really, really wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders just throw stupid amount of money at Sam Darnold, because that's a Raiders move. That's a Tom Brady, Mark Davis, we're here in town. Let's throw a shit ton of money at him and hope for the best. And then, I don't know. Every other team is just, it is what it is from there. There's going to be a bunch of free agency moves, so I don't want to dive too deep into the draft, because once it gets a little bit closer, maybe next week we'll do another updated draft podcast on it here. Some people should be signed. Free agency does start soon, I believe Tuesday, this upcoming week. So let's see where the chips fall. We'll see how everything goes. But I really, in my heart of hearts, I believe that the Jets and Giants should both hold pat. I mean, Dayball is a leader of men. He actually has a great line that I will give him credit for, that I think is a very good leadership quality. I remember when he got hired during his press conference, and he killed the press conference. But you never want to judge a coach off the press conference unless it's Adam Gase looking at the sky when no one's around. Dayball had said, I think it's really important as a leader of people to have an open door policy, and it doesn't matter if it's my star player or the janitor walks into my office to have a conversation with me, I need to entertain that conversation, because if you flip on the other side, think about how much courage it took for them to build up and walk into my office. So who would I be to just throw them away? And I always thought that was a good, you know, leadership quality and leadership idea. And that's a good way to lead a room and a good leader event. Now, can he coach? That's a whole other story. But look at Dan Campbell. I mean, if you can lead men, you can go for it on 4th and 6 if you want, I guess. Fuck it. Which is kind of what the Jets are doing, too. The Jets, I mean, Glenn was Revis before Revis. And we love him. We love the energy. We want a leader of men. We need a good culture shock. And he could say we want to win now all we want. But when you get rid of Rodgers and that, and get rid of the Rodgers groupies, Lazard and Devontae and all that, I get why you're doing it, because you need to take control of this locker room. And I think that's a good first step. So, I don't know. We'll see. Again, we'll let the chips fall. Let's see what everybody does in free agency, and we'll go from there. But I think that's a good start for that. And we'll see what happens in these upcoming weeks. All right, that's our little old school MLB The Show intro we put together here to signify that baseball is around the corner. That's right, boys. Hot dogs and cold beer and some sunshine and yelling at ball players that can definitely hear you, but they're ignoring that they can't. We love baseball season around here. First week of spring training, so let's not get too crazy about what's going on here, but there's definitely been, I would say, a healthy amount of injuries for both New York local teams and probably around the league, but, I'm paying attention to what's going on around here. Listen, man, I'm a Met fan, but we're going to start with the Yankees here, and if it's biased, it's biased, maybe a little bit, but Yankees, man, I mean, they do not have a third baseman. I'm sorry, but they don't. Now, whether it was Cashman not wanting to sign Bregman because he can't wait to criticize the Astros on how they cheated, but you not signing him, he went to your division rival. And the Yankees are a quote-unquote shoe-in to win the division. I don't know about that, man. No third baseman. You got a left fielder who looks like he's never played baseball before. He looks like me if I played left field for my softball league. I mean, guy can catch a ball. His first step's in. What are we doing? Lost in the sun. Put your glove in front of it. It's Little League stuff. I don't know. Cole should be good. He got hurt last year. Pitched well at the end. Pitched in the World Series. Let's just hope he can get over to first. Signing a Max Fried. Thank you, by the way. Appreciate that. Thanks for taking him off of Atlanta and out of my division. Much appreciated. I don't know, man. And no Stanton. The guy's got tennis elbow in both arms. Is he... Look. I know Stan is playoff Jimmy. He is the man in the playoffs. But he's slow. He can't run. He whiffs at balls. I mean, if you're playing the show, you just pitch him outside every time, and he just waffles away at the damn thing. Jazz is going to steal some bases, but can he get on? Volpe, you need a big year from Volpe here. I mean, you finally need this kid to start being, and he won the Gold Glove, but it was kind of a little bit of a Mickey Mouse Gold Glove, but he won it, so you can't take it away from him. He won it. But he's got to hit. Him and Jazz both have to get on and steal bases to have people in front of Judge, because otherwise then you're just going to walk Judge all day. And what, Belly? I mean, yeah, Belly. Listen, Belly is going to have a statistic good year just because that short porch. He's guaranteed to boost his home runs by at least 10. Guy could fly out to fucking right, and it's a home run. But I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of games where Belly, people are going to wonder why they got him. Replacing Soto is going to be tough, man. And Goldschmidt is going to give you better stats than what Rizzo gave you, but that's not really saying much compared to how Rizzo finished his career. And I got love for Rizzo. I'm a first baseman myself. I love seeing guys play the game right, and he sure did, but he got old quick. So I don't know, man. I'm not calling the Yankees overrated, but the Yankees have been good for so damn long that I think everybody just expects the Yankees to stay good. And I don't know, man. I think Yankee fans are in for a rude awakening. Again, the rotation is going to be good, and you picked up some hitters and this, that, and the other, but your division is not as simple as you think, man. Baltimore was looking good, and they got some kids that are now getting a little older, that are getting a little bit better and learn how to play. And Boston's going to be good, boys. I mean, Devers making a big deal about third. I think that got blown out of proportion a little bit. I think he just, I'm not moving off a third. And I don't think Bregman really cares about playing second. So now you got a monster at third. Story at short. Don't sleep on Story, man. Kid can play. And Bregman's power is to the green monster. So he's going to fucking lead the league in doubles. Maybe not lead the league, but his doubles are going to go through the roof. Plus, you got Duran. I mean, you got Cassis. You got Yoshida. I mean, not to mention, they picked up Walker Buehler, traded for Crochet, Brian Bello. I mean, Boston is no pushover, man. And on top of it, the Blue Jays, the Blue Jays are the Blue Jays. They couldn't get out of their own way if they tried, if they had a pathway to it. But Vladdy is going for that contract this year. He knows he's going to get paid one way or the other. He's the same thing as Soto, 26 years old, a legacy player, a pedigree player, just like his father. He might even be better than his father. Well, maybe not better, but, he makes a good argument. And he is not, Toronto's not going to pay him. So he is going out there and he is going to mash the ball. So you're probably going to drop a game or two to Toronto. So I don't know, man. I think the Yankees need to watch out. They need to really lock in and focus up if they plan on winning this division and getting back to the World Series. And people say, oh, the AL is weak. Well, yeah, the AL is weak, but it's not as weak as you think it is. I mean, Bobby Witt in Kansas City is a hell of a player. Cleveland is really good. Okay? Their bullpen is good. The Twins, they're nothing really great, but again, another solid bullpen. Don't be down going into the sixth inning with them. You're going to be in trouble. That's a game you're not going to win. So, I don't know. We'll see where the Yankees fall. Not to mention, too, the Rangers and the AL West, they got some hitters. Pitching is a bunch of old men, but they got some hitters. Mariners, on the other hand, listen, they didn't sign a single hitter. I don't even think they spent any money so far in the offseason. But that starting rotation with Kirby and Castillo and all them boys, they're good. And the Astros have your number. They do. I'm sorry, they do. I know there's bad blood, there's this and the other, but Astros always seem to play you guys. They always seem to get up for the Yankees. It's like guys coming to the Garden for the Knicks. They always seem to get up. Anytime the Yankees come to town, we got to put our best game on. And don't sleep on the Athletics. They are going to be decent. They got young. I know they're in transition, and I know it's a whole thing with the owner and the Coliseum and yada, yada, yada. But I'm telling you, Oakland is not, well, they're not Oakland anymore. I guess they're the Athletics of wherever the fuck they're playing. They're going to be pretty good. Decent. Not pretty good, but decent enough to steal some games. All right, moving on to the Mets here, though. Hey, welcome home, Mr. Soto. Cannot wait for you to don the Mets cap when you get into that Hall of Fame. Listen, little homer here, but I really think the Mets are going to make a strong play for the division. Lineup alone is super solid. Lindor, Soto, Vientos, Pete, Nimmo, McNeil, Acuna, Alvarez, Siri, Winker, Marte. Got Brett Beatty, maybe. Got Mauricio, who's supposed to be. This lineup's going to be good, man. But let's put it on the other foot now. They got a lot of pitching injuries, excuse me. Sanga needs a 6-man rotation, and we're down to 4 pitchers. Bullpen looks great. We're doing all right. I don't know. Atlanta got weaker. Acuna's on his second ACL tear. Spencer Strider coming off a torn ACL. Tommy John. We'll see how he works out. Sean Murphy, their catcher, already got hurt. Miami's garbage. Washington's gonna be all right. All those kids that they traded that they got for Soto all those years ago, starting to come up. They look pretty good. And the Phillies, I mean, not that I'm not worried about the Phillies, but I don't know. I think we really crushed their soul. Now, look, they're going to have some fire when they come play us. That's for sure. They're going to want us. But that's fine, man. I'm not worried about you in the regular season. I'm worried about you in the postseason. And I'll get you from there. NL Central, who knows? Cubs are going to be good. Pirates, they're going to have to rely on their pitching. I mean, they have a couple guys that are hits, but it's the Skeens and Jared Jones show. We'll see what goes on from there. Brewers, I mean, they lost half their team. I mean, they lost Adames, Devin Williams. Yelich is just about done. I mean, between the injuries and the age, he's getting up there. So Brewers, I'm not too worried about. Cardinals, they're in disarray. They got rid of Goldschmidt. They can't wait to get rid of Arenado, but no one wants to take him. Wilson Contreras went from the Cubs to the Cardinals. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. But Cardinals do always seem to find a way to be in it, but I think they're trying to figure it out. The big elephant in the room, Dodgers. Listen, I mean, look, when your star player is a degenerate gambler and gets away with it, why wouldn't you think that the Dodgers get away with anything anyway? I'm just kidding. Relax. But Dodgers are a big problem. But their division's no slouch either. I mean, the Padres are the Padres. They always play them hard. They'll be all right. Arizona, Corbin Burns is primed for a good year. And Corbin Carroll is a hell of a player, man. I would not sleep on Arizona making a good play for the division. Giants always want to be in it, but they did just sign Willie Adames. So, but otherwise, they couldn't pay somebody to take their money, and that's all they've been trying to do. So we'll see how all that shakes out. But I'm not too worried about the Dodgers. We'll see. Well, that's a wrap for this episode of Rice on the Mics. We touched on a lot of stuff, a lot of headlines across the sports world. Broke down between the AL and the NL and spring training. Let's go baseball. Can't wait. Threw some predictions out there too because fuck it. Why not, right? Anyway, if you like what you heard, do me a favor. Subscribe to the podcast, Spotify, Apple, wherever. I don't give a fuck where you listen. Just make sure you subscribe. And please leave a review. Be super dope to you. Really helps grow the show. Keeps the conversation going. And I want to hear from you guys. So hit me up. Anywhere on Twitter, anywhere on Instagram. at Rice on the Radio. RiceOnTheRadio. Rice on the Radio. Love to hear from you. Early picks for the World Series, where the Giants should go, where the Jets should go, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just tell me what I should cover. Tell me what you want to talk about. Let's keep it going. I want to listen. I want you in. This show doesn't work without you guys. I'm good. You guys are better. Next episode, we'll dive into whatever we can get into. NFL, NBA, a little bit of everything. This is what you should expect from this show. Good conversation on everything. Good silly takes, good takes, whatever. But I want to hear from you guys. So please, hit me up. Don't be afraid. I'll answer all of you. Love you guys. Make sure you tell somebody that you love them. Spread a good energy in this world. Let's enjoy sports. Cheers, boys.